welcome, guys. I'm going to start with you, Sam, right? I'm going to start with you. Can you share your
Yeah,
experience with us, Sam? How are you today?
I'm good anyway. I hope you're doing fine as well.
I am fantastic, Sam. Thank you for asking. I am very,
Yeah.
very good. Can you smile a bit more? I love that smile I saw there initially. Very good. That's it. That's it. Okay, so can you share your experience with us, Sam?
Yeah, so even first of all, thank you for having me, and thank you to Miss Nomeo for even contacting me to share my experience. And so pretty much for me, my my experience with blatant racism pretty much always came from before college, before I went to college in secondary school, and also before secondary school. I went before secondary school, sometimes in where I was living, like possibly someone might just be on a bike, and when they pass me and some of my friends, they'll just say hey and then N-word, or just, treat us differently. Like maybe we would play football as a group and they would be tackling me or my friends that are Black more aggressively than other people as well. So that's where, that's all before secondary school, with my blatant racism. And especially during secondary school is when a lot, like a lot more instances happened. But the thing is that for me, at the time, I didn't see it as clearly because it was always disguised as, oh, a joke or something. So a lot of the times, and also a lot in the secondary school that I went to, it was only me and my cousin. We were the only two Black people in the whole year. It was a private secondary school in County Meath, actually. And pretty much a lot of the people in the secondary school, they probably have never, encountered many Black people in their lives. So possibly and also a lot of them might have had biases and also stereotypes that they thought were true. So they would always come over to us and ask us a lot of questions and stuff that, kind of made me feel a little bit more out of place,
What
especially
kind of
questions like,
questions
oh,
would they have asked you?
yeah, so a question that I got asked a lot was, why are you in this school? Exactly, like pretty much because the school, I think in the whole school, there was actually only, at the time, there was only like 8 Black people in the whole school. And it's a secondary school, so, I mean, it's a private school, so obviously they think, oh, Black people don't make that much money. So they're asking me, oh, why don't I go to the tech, which was the public school in Balbriggan that most people went to. So they would always ask me, oh, how did you get here? And then, oh, what do your parents work as? And when I told them my parents didn't have like great jobs at the time, but they just saved a lot of their money because they really like wanted to put me in the best situation. So they were kind of like confused, like, oh, how do you have the money to come here and everything? And also some other questions, just I
And
don't know.
how did that make you feel when you were asked those questions?
Well, um, they that's the thing. It always made me feel different in a sense. Like they never actually demoralized me necessarily, but I just always felt different and not part of the group. So even something that I'm kind of ashamed about as well, because like a lot of things happened in the secondary school that was like blatant racism, but I never actually called it out at the time because I was always just trying my best to fit in, because I'm one of those, especially at that time, being different isn't considered cool. You kind of just want to be the same as everyone else, and since if I called them out, then it would make me feel a lot more different and everything. And also some of the jokes that they would make as well, like it was just it was like blatantly racist, the jokes, but they always disguised it as
As
jokes
jokes.
and
And you at any
humor.
time.
I'm only messing. It's not that big of a deal. And unfortunately, like I actually even believed them. Even at the time, I was just,
Wow.
you know, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Even it's something that I'm not very
Yeah.
proud of
I
doing,
will
just
come back to you, Sam. I will
yeah,
come
no
back to
problem.
you.
Yeah.
I will come back.